good afternoon. It's 23. I've been out for nearly 3 hours, done about 40 miles I think. I'm in Mining, or Minning as it's pronounced in German. Just there. I'm going over here, up here, up to Braunau, and then from there to Burghausen, and then back to Salzburg. So it's a beautiful day. I've just topped up some water from there, but it doesn't taste very nice. It tastes a bit coppery. But anyway, I'm going to carry on now, and we'll speak in a bit. So, cheerio. It's a hot day today as well. There's all the political stuff over there. Socialist Party, Freedom Party of Austria, that's the right-wing one. Austrian People's Party, that's the conservative one. That's just notices. And there you are. This is the church. Anyway, I'll stop now and I'll speak in a bit, so cheerio. Hello, I'm only just a bit further down the road. I'm on the bridge over the River Inn. This is the River Inn, and that's flowing towards Danube. This is a power station, and I'm right on the border. You can see the Germany there, and Austria there, and then that's the inn up there, looking towards Braunau. So I'm heading down that way, and then I'm turning left. We will follow the rivers in and the Salzach back now. Done about 40 miles. The bike's okay. The phone is still recording Strava. It did encounter a problem, but I think it's alright now. I think it runs more on the data. When you switch the data off, it stops the app, but it keeps the recording going because it was still at the right distance and the right time when I switch the data back on. But I don't know. I'll see how it goes. So I'm going to stop in Braunau, and we'll speak in a bit, so cheerio. So I left Austria, entered Germany, on the River Inn, which the Salzach flows into, and I shall see the confluence later on, or try to. I was going out past the hydroelectric power station, saw this interesting Zundat motorcycle that would look quite old. There's a map of the village that I'm in. Ering greets its guests. And then I saw these two old fellas on these interesting looking moped things. And then through the countryside. And then I entered the town of Braunau. notable for being the birthplace of Adolf Hitler, and the house is still standing, so I try and go and look for it. There's an interesting statue of a fish. Flags up. Austrian flags. And that's the border there. Crossing the inn for the second time. Welcome to Braunau. And then it says Grüß dich, which is the dialect of welcome. Afternoon again, it's 3:45. I'm on the border at Braunau. I've done 53 miles in 4 hours and 8 minutes. That's the River Inn looking upstream where I'm heading. And that's downstream where I've come from. And I want to stop here and have a rest. See if I can see Hitler's birth house. Because that's about somewhere. Still, I think they're on about demolishing it. So I thought I'd come and have a look before it was demolished, or some people say it should be demolished or something. I don't know if it's going to happen yet or not. Anyway, it's a nice day still, it's a bit warm. And there's lots of birds on the river. Sponsored by Bosch, wearing a skin suit. I don't know if you can see the tread on there, but that looks a bit bold, that does. She'll have to change that. Anyway, I'm going to carry on, stop in Braunau, and we'll speak in a bit, so cheerio. So I found Braunau to be a very pretty town, typical of many towns in Austria. It's got a population of about 16,000 people, so fairly good size. Very nice architecture and paintings on the walls and things. And Hitler's house is in one of the main streets, and it's marked by this stone here, which says "Stone from the Mauthausen concentration camp." And then on the other side it reads, "For peace, freedom and democracy, never again fascism, millions of deaths are our warning." And that's the house itself, which is still standing as of 2024, despite talk of demolishing it. Oh, that was a Fiat that passed through after I took that picture. It looked quite nice. You can see it says Volksbücherei Braunau, Braunau People's Bookshop. When Hitler was born there, it was called the Gasthaus Pommer. It was a guest house. That's the Arabic thing next door. And after that, I left Braunau. I found the confluence of the inn, which you can see departing straight ahead, and then the Salzach flows into the inn from the left. That was a nice rest area, nice, peaceful and quiet off the road. Stopped at Burghausen after that for beautiful cake and Apfelschorle, and then the return on the familiar roads from Burghausen back to Salzburg. Hi, evening. It's almost 6 o'clock. About 3 minutes to, roughly. And I've just left Burghausen. I've had a lovely cake. Käsekuchen, which is like a cheesecake. Not like a British cheesecake with like a fruit on top and then the cheesy thing and then biscuit. You had the crust around the outside. And then it was like a cheesy thing in the middle. I did take a picture. I don't know what sort of cheese it was, but it was very nice. Had an Apfelschorle. That was €6.60. And I gave the 10 cents involuntarily as a tip, but I don't mind. The phone's holding up well on Strava. There's about 80%. It's lost 20% of battery in about 6 hours. So I think that's really good. And done about 70 miles now. In about 6 hours, so better pacing than the last ride I was on. There we are, 188, that's 70 miles exactly because I started at 118. I need new brake pads though, the back ones are almost bald. Which didn't help going into Burghausen because there was this car coming down and it seemed to want to brake really hard going into the corners and then it would accelerate out and then brake really hard again. And I was stuck behind it. I don't know whether it's doing it on purpose or whether it's just a poor driver. But anyway, I shall have to sort that out. The tape as well, and these bottle cages seem to have slipped down a bit, so I shall have to look at them. Anyway, it's a nice day, although I think we'll be in for some lightning later on. Sky looks a bit dark. I have just seen some, I think. I don't know whether the video picked it up. I think I had some thunder at the cafe. Weather forecast says thunder lightning coming in later on. So I'm going to stop the recording and push on. See if I can make a century, and I'll see if I can do it in under 9 hours. That gives me 2 hours to do 30 miles. Which, maybe not then, actually. But anyway, I'll stop the recording for now. And I'll speak in a bit, so cheerio. I have to say that this weather is being a... yes. God, it's awful. It's just come down in the last, I don't know, in the last few minutes or so. And I'm on my way to Franking via Geretsburg there. But yeah, The weather's being a dick. Still, it looks like there's a bit of sun over there. Maybe not much. In the far, far distance, probably. But yeah, I'll stop the recording now and speak in a bit.